For today's video, we have the round 13 team names, and it's very important team names because this will help determine our trades for this week and next week, hopefully. So lots of rookies have popped up, a little surprising. Unfortunately, most of them have the bad bye, but we'll touch on them anyway. And the Port vs Geelong game has already gone past. I'll speak about that game rather than more, just a few names in that game, and then we'll go over the rest of the teams as usual. But yeah, it is very late at the moment. I have to keep my voice down. Had a lot of dark chocolate not that long, about 6 o'clock, and it's keeping me awake and I can't sleep, but that's another story. Anyway, we'll get into the team. So Port versus Geelong, so I'm not going to read out everything, but the main thing to note here is O'Connor's back and he tagged Boak. Boak was okay. Duncan kind of didn't have his greatest game. I didn't really watch much of Duncan, but he's one where I don't fully trust because they can play him half forward, but I'm not exactly sure what they do with him, but prefer other options, a bit safer. And Dangerfield, I wouldn't be looking at Dangerfield for a few weeks. Just let him ramp up a little bit. He's come back from injury, no preseason, so he might need a bit of time to ramp up, a bit like Lockie Whitfield. So, and Lockie Neal, hopefully. So we'll monitor Dangerfield. I'm not planning to get Dangerfield in. I don't have room. So he should hit, I think, according to Bryce Mitchell, he should hit around 500k in a few weeks. So one to note. And the outs here, Max Holmes, his job security is terrible, so I wouldn't worry about him unless they get mass injuries. So forget him. And on Port's side, Houston played defense, which is good. I swear he was named in the middle in the team names on Thursday, but that's changed. So he's playing halfback. Given that AC joint and given that's his best position, I don't know for sure, but maybe they throw midfield at some point. But it feels like they should keep him down back. So he was really good second half. Robbie Gray played on ball almost the entire game. I think he had 20 CBAs, so I didn't expect that. He had a really strong second half to last year, and he's actually been really good the past month or so. So I don't know what his CBAs look like going forward, but just something to note. It might be an okay pick because of that, but is a bit older now. So I do remember I had him 2 years ago, and he finished off with like a 3-round average of 60 or something. It was a disaster. So that's kind of put me off him, but he was very good back half of last year, and he's been very good the last month. He's a cheap option you could look at, but you could probably enough on Gray, but I wouldn't expect too much from that, but not for me. Pepper got no CBAs, not a great option, and Jones was swung forward late, so it's something to note. I think most people are going to offload him in 1 or 2 weeks. On Geelong side, we already spoke about Geelong side, didn't we? Yeah, we spoke about the ins and outs, but on field, nothing really to discuss. I think Blitzar's rucked a lot. Stewart was really good. So one thing I noted with Stewart is Tui, Henderson, even Atkins were taking a lot of points. Atkins has dropped off completely, but Tui did nothing tonight. Henderson didn't get any of the ball tonight. Neither did any of the other defenders. So it was all Tom Stewart. So just something that I noted. I did think Tui was eating into his points a bit, but not tonight. To the point where Tui went to ask for a kick out from Stewart, and Stewart ignored him and took the kick out and left Tui in the square. Like they were both in the square at the time, so that's pretty funny. But yeah, whatever. Anyway, we'll move on to the next game. So now we'll just go into. We don't have to review this game because it hasn't been yet. But the Sydney, Chad Warner out, so I'm trading him this week. Turns out he's been injured for the past few weeks, past month or so with a foot or something. So thanks for telling us, Sydney, this week in the bye rounds, but it is what it is. O'Meara, Newcombe day in, so hallelujah. John Newcombe is in. Chuck him on field this week. For me, I think they rate him very highly. Sam Mitchell's been probably mentoring him in the VFL, so named on the bench. So look, I'm not really sure on his job security, but I need him to play 2 games, and because I forgot to mention, I still have Cam Guthrie, so I need an extra body. So we'll go Joe Newcombe. I think it's wiser to go next week, but for me, when you're premium down, you want to grab all the points you can get potentially. So I'm going him. But yeah, 106 average in the VFL, but see how he goes. Yeah, don't know a lot about him, but inside ball mid from what I've heard. And Sydney side, okay, Mills in the middle, Heaney forward. See how Heaney pulls up. You never know what you're going to get from Heaney this year anyway. Nothing on Sydney side that I can see. This is what we want. Impey in defence. So Impey's one where we just monitor this week. I really want to hold Impey, and I think it'd be pretty stupid to play him anywhere other than in defence. I think he's Jaden Short without kickouts. So I think is he winning their best and fairest this year? Probably top 3 at least. That's about it. Will Day's back, so we'll see if that has an impact on Impey. Maybe that impacts Hardwick, I'm not sure. This is something to know. I know a few people might be interested in Hardwick because he's coming off the bye, but just monitor that. So Fremantle versus Gold Coast. A lot of ins here. Pearce is 230k defender, wouldn't touch him. So the Walker, Bewley, Weston, and Conker. One moment, my cat is banging the door. So on Fremantle's side, Pearce is in, 230k defender, wouldn't worry about him. Walker, okay, I can't remember. There's a defender here. Okay, let's see where they're named. Hold up. Walker and Weston. Okay, so one of Walker is a defender, one of Weston is a midfielder. The defender, whichever one it is averaging quite poorly, but the other one is averaging about 16 disposals. So I can't remember which one's which. They're both 18. I think there's going to be better options than these two for now, but we'll monitor them. I wouldn't be going early on them at all. No way. So, yeah, and they also have a lot of outs. So, Blakely out, Fife out, Cox out. A lot of injuries here. So, this means that Brayshaw can shine a bit because he... we'll speak at Brayshaw in a second, but we'll go over these ins. Bo's in, probably kills Lukosius, but Lukosius named the halfback, so we'll see how that goes. And Rao's in, so that's a big one. So he's, again, limited preseason, similar to Dangerfield, Neil and stuff like that. Limited preseason, then got injured for a long time. See how he pulls up. So they said that he's fitter than he was before round 1, so wouldn't bring him in right now. Let him have a price drop, and he could be your final upgrade for your M8. Just see how he goes. But yeah, excited to see him. Burrows out, Corbett's out. Atkins is no good. I don't know why they signed him for 4 years. Should have asked a Crow supporter before signing him. So on Fremantle's side, yeah, hopefully Brayshaw, he averaged better without Fife last year, so I don't want to trade Brayshaw next week. I might have to if I want Bond, but we'll just assess that next week. But I want to hold Brayshaw. Darcy's playing. I thought he did his hamstring, so that's great if you have him. Meek, that's something where I'd watch. If you have Darcy, I would watch the late in for Lloyd Meek, because it seems pretty strange to play with a hamstring injury. I remember Rory Sloane played through a hamstring injury, and he said he kicked on his opposite foot the whole game, so that's interesting. So yeah, Bose is back. I like Bose when Lukosius isn't there. Lukosius went back twice and killed Bose scoring and kickouts twice, so that really frustrated me. So I just wanted to get out of the pick. But if you held it, it might end up okay. But we'll see how that pans out. Saints versus Crom. Just a quick tip here. I'm sure if you have Steele, you're already doing it. Just vice captain Steele. He's too big, too strong for the Crows midfield, so he will. Pretty sure we'll lock that vice captain in. So long in. This is Sunday? No, Saturday. Loney in, Paul Hunter in. Okay, Paul Hunter's in. Interesting. Gary out. So that opens up for Highmore. Cleverino out. That also helps Highmore. Ross managed. Ross has gone to. I think he go back home. I think he's got twin kids or something. fair enough. Tim Embry's managed. Did he go home? I can't remember. And then Crows. So finally Josh Roll was playing. So I watched him in the preseason. He was rebounding pretty well. Intercept, really read the play really well. I like what I saw from him. I haven't really monitored him in the SNFL. I've just looked at his numbers and they seem okay. I think it's high to mid teens in the disposals. Berry's in, and then Scholl is out. He's admitted he's had a rough month. Remember, he's still very young, so but showed some good signs. Murray out. Well, Crows will play Murray. It's just opposition dependent, so he's really not an option. And Ronan O'Connor's out, so that was expected. O'Connor, I think, is more of a long-term, high ceiling, bust potential prospect. Because he has a lot of good attributes, but whether he can build on them is another story. So you're not going to worry about him for this year. So the big one is Josh Worrell. I wouldn't go early on him. I don't know if he plays key position. I hope he doesn't, but he can. I hope he plays off his man a lot. I know Duday can do that, but Duday's also been playing key position as well, which he shouldn't be doing. So it will be interesting to see how they use Worrell, because Crows have been using Duday and Kelly to play key position. Just get slaughtered every game. I don't know why they persist with that. Very good tanking strategy and developing their 1v1 capabilities, but in terms of putting wins on the board, it's cost us many wins this year, or at least made sure we didn't win those games. So that's another story. So Worrell, I think he'll play throughout the year. I don't know what he'll score because I don't know what position he'll play in, but I think he'll score okay if he can play off his man. He can read the play really well. Nothing to really see on St Kilda's side. Burns holds, which was expected. He's been good. Paul Hunter rucking is very interesting. Do they have Ryder as well? Ryder as well. So they're playing two rucks. Highmore's on the bench. So Highmore played wing. He played defense, and he played forward last week. So who knows where he plays? I'm fielding him this week, and fingers crossed. I think I have 20 players, so see how that goes. And on the Crow side, nothing really that interesting. The emergency. I think Scholl will be sub. He's got to be sub, surely. North versus Giants. So R2 so these are extended benches. So R2 Stevenson, Tarrant, Jerry, Phillips in, out Lazaro, out Manager, and then GWS Kennedy, Stein, DeBoer, Bruin, Green in. Toby Green's in. Coming back from injury, I don't really want to go straight away. Maybe wait till next week. I think he's an option. Not for me though. I don't have the traits to get in poor durability players, or players with poor durability. Not for me. Riccardi out, Bunton out. So on this North Melbourne side of things, you can see why Hall and Zeeble score well. None of these guys can score anything. Taron Thomas, full forward. Expect him to get a fair bit of on-ball time, but not sure. Wouldn't pick Thomas. I think there's other options, but definitely a very exciting prospect. I'm not really sure who plays here. I don't know. I don't follow North enough. No idea. Probably Cherry doesn't play. Maybe Powell needs a rest, and Phillips. Or they've just had a rest. So I think probably Powell plays. Bailey Scott, maybe. I'm not sure. Giants. Ward has been thrown around a bit, but he's playing mid. Playing very well. Not the worst option for sub 500k, but slight trust issues. But you got to remember with Ward, he came back from ACL last year, so he's never going to play that well, but really built into the season well. Josh Kelly is mid. So someone flagged that to me on Twitter that he had a groin injury. Gerald Healy said that he had a groin issue early in the season. That's why he played half forward. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, because there's no other source but on that. So who knows? Unless GWS say something, that we'll never know. But it's just a reminder though. Like if you are low on trades, Josh Kelly's not the upgrade you want. So yeah, Whitfield name on a wing. See, does he play halfback? Does he play wings? Wherever. Green forward. So I don't think there's much. I don't think Green can get much mid time with like a lot of these players are centre bounce players. And they even got Tom Green half forward. So Green's probably going to be stuck forward, which is fine. Still score okay there. I have no idea. De Boer's back, so who does he tag? Probably Cunnington. Who's De Boer? De Boer's got Oliver in a few weeks. Super frustrating. I think he's got Walsh next week. Or was it O'Connor? One of the two. Walsh has got a tag next week coming. It's going to be painful. Eagles versus Richmond. So I think this is the... Oh, there's 2 more games. Oh, Monday. I thought it was a Monday game. So Eagles... Brando, Kennedy, Duggan, Vardy, Allen in. Bailey Williams, Shepherd out. In for Richmond. Miller probably not going to play. Ralph Smith, I don't know. Lambert's in, so he'll play. Martin won't play. RCD out. What a disaster trade in for 180k, but we move on. So I'll get rid of him this week. On the Eagles side, so I think the 2 Edwards boys held. Harry's actually made some good money. We've kind of ignored him, but I think his job security's been linked to McGovern, so it's kind of hard to pick. But Edwards has been good. Might be an option after his bye. I think they have a few more mids to come back, like Tim Kelly. So I can't remember. I didn't really watch Luke Edwards. Do you play mid or defense? I can't remember. Don't really know who plays here. Then on Richmond's side, sure there. Where's Hooley? Hooley's on the bench. Okay. Chol rucking, CCJ forward. Probably same forward ruck split. Chol do most of the rucking, and then CCJ do where he can. But yeah, nothing super exciting. Just RCD, get rid of him. Melbourne versus Collingwood. So Langdon, Chandler, Mitch Brown in. McCreary, I expect him to play. In Main, I expect him to play. Mason Cox, no idea. Wilson, probably not. Sai is out injured. So Melbourne side, James Jordan on a wing. That's sort of nice, but I think he's kind of lost a bit of inside mid-time, but scoring okay because he just tackles and gets his a lot of the ball around the ground. Harm's named half forward. Don't really know where he plays. That's pretty much it. Cozzy named on ball. Might be trolling, but might be not. I'm not sure. Still no Viney. I think. Yep. Not sure. Jackson will play. Langdon plays. Melksham plays. Rivers plays. So I assume that these 4 won't play. Collingwood side of things. Poulter on field on a wing. Side bottom mid. So side bottom with Adam still probably more inside mid time. Cameron full forward. Bianco half forward. So yeah, I think we all have got to get Bianco in this week. Max Lynch rocking. So Gawn captain versus Max Lynch if Steele fails. I feel like Steele's going to be a bait VC though, because Gawn versus Max Lynch. Rob went 140 on him nearly. So what's Gawn going to do to him? Probably destroy his confidence. So on the bench, so I don't know if I really wanted Cal Brown. I'm not sure Cox plays, given they have a few tolls here. Cameron and Mychek. Not sure. Dacos plays. I'm not sure Imagine plays. Murphy's a little iffy. It'd be nice if he plays. Probably not going to get a great score out of him anyway. Rantel was pretty lost last week, so I don't think he plays. So a rookie that it's not his year. Thomas, not sure. Doubt Wilson plays. So sorry for lowering the voice there. It is very late, but thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you guys soon.